Standard 2, classify, describe, and sketch polygons. The last learning target is I can write a congruence statement. All right. Shapes are congruent if their corresponding angles and sides are equal. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. It is clear to see, I think, because of the marks, like this side is equal to this side. This one is equal to this one. That guy is equal to that guy. Also, those two are equal. Those two are equal. And those two are equal, that those two shapes are congruent. Those two triangles are congruent. However, when we write a congruence statement for this, you can't just fill in. You can't be like, oh, yeah, E, D, F, because those are the first letters I see. That doesn't work. So I'm going to erase that. What you need to do, triangle ABC is congruent to, you need to pay attention to what letters go in which order. A is the first letter I see. A is the right angle. That corresponds to D over there. B is next, and that corresponds to E. And C is last, and that corresponds to F. So that's what you guys need to pay very, very close attention to it, to the order of what's going on here. So KLM over here, triangle KLM, is congruent to triangle, let's see, K comes first. That has 3 arcs. Well, so that's F. L goes second. That has 2. Well, that corresponds to G. And M goes last with 1, and that corresponds to E. All right. I want you guys to try to do this one here on your own, and then check with me when we're done, or when you're done with this packet, and then I will, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, complete each congruency statement. These two triangles, this guy and this guy, are congruent. Which angle is congruent to angle Q? Well, angle U. Which side, I'm going to go down. Which side is congruent to AB? Well, I see that has 1 tick. And so that is going to be segment ED. Make sure you put the line over it. I want you guys to try these two on your own. And I will check that when you're done with this learning target. Please be checking your answers at the end of each learning target so it doesn't take forever to check your whole packet. Okay. This is where things get fun. Indicate the corresponding sides and angles for each congruence statement. So this first one says triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle KLM. Well, that means that angle X is congruent with angle K because they're both listed first. Angle Y is congruent to angle L. And then angle Z is congruent with angle J. So we did our angles. Now we have to do the sides. I'm just going to start wherever, and I'm just going to put a dash on XZ. Which side is congruent to that on the other triangle? Well, it's in between the single and triple. So that's going to be side KJ. This side is congruent to this side, and we've got 3 and 3. That's what we're doing here. All right. Triangle PQR, congruent to TSR. That means angle P is congruent to angle T. Angle Q is congruent to angle S. And angle R is congruent to angle R over here. Now, for the side lengths, this side, PQ, corresponds with ST. PR corresponds with TR. And QR corresponds with RS. Next, we're going to go over to UVF and DEF. Wait, UVW and DEF. Oops. So angle U is congruent with angle D. V goes with E. And W goes with F. So the sides that are congruent, I see that WV is congruent to FE, UW and DF, and UV and DE. All right, in order to complete this, you're going to have to do the bottom one. Try that out. See how that goes for you. I know that the first one's going to be kind of tricky, but I know you can do it. When you are finished, again, please check with me, and I will mark you off and get you on your way for your next summative.